Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see you guys out here today. You know, we're gonna review it real quick. The We had two chapters that I haven't reviewed yet. 11:55. No, I'm sorry, 11:56 and 11:57. So 11:56 and 7. So we're gonna go over that. Cover page. We had the color spread was Luffy, Nami, and the other Straw Hats, who are miniature and riding on Luffy, appear on the center of the cover page with a background of Zoro, Sanji, Goldie Roger. We got Silver's Rayleigh, and we got the Scappa Gaban. So, in the short summary here, we have 4 decades ago, the Kuja pirates, led by Gloriosa and Shakuyaku, were one of the most prominent pirate crews in the world, and they came into conflict with the youthful Roger pirates, as well as the Marines under Garp's command. On Elbaf, a resentful Loki repeatedly tried to escape and asked Rox to take him as a crewmate during the pirates' repeated visits to recruit Harald, but was always rebuffed. The Rox pirates had successfully taken over Pirate Island and continued attracting powerful members. Rox was intent on getting Harald to accept his invitation in order to eat a particular devil fruit. And the crew was also interested in finding the Galila giants as they plotted to utilize the might of Elbaf to overthrow Mary Joa. So now that's a small summary of what's going on. Now, in the long analysis here, so we're going to break it down a lot deeper and in detail here. You guys ready? So, during this era, there was a particular group of pirates who were considered idols at sea, and that group of pirates were the Kuja pirates. As the crew came from the woman dominated I'm sorry, woman dominated island, Amazon Lily. Male civilians and even the Marines had trouble dealing with them because of how strong and beautiful they were. The captain of the crew at that time was Gloriosa, who was adored by everyone, even by members of her own crew. But the one person who outshone even her was her first mate, Shaku Yaku. Sure enough, Shaku Yaku was so beautiful that even the Roger pirates saw her out to claim for themselves. Though humorously, Gloriosa was head over heels in love with Roger, though the fact that he would not return her obvious feelings bothered her. Now, even for a man like Roger, he stood no chance against Shakuyaku, as her beauty combined with her strength made her truly an undefeatable opponent, though she claimed that she will never belong to anyone. The only one among the crew who did not make a fool of himself in her presence was Rayleigh. Yes, sir, Rayleigh. Now, which Shakuyaku took notice of. At that time, however, the only other person who could make Roger lose sense of reason was his rival Garp, as when he got close enough to the two crews, Roger immediately changed their order to retreat once he learned Garp was there, and the two clashed fiercely. Despite constantly ignoring her affection, Gloriosa's feelings for Roger remained strong. Eventually, though, Gloriosa's lovesickness forced her to step down as captain and have Shakuyaku take her place, which only made her popularity grow. Meanwhile, in Elbaf, Loki tried to set sail to sea, but he nearly drowns, with the nearby people unsure about saving him due to his reputation. Incidents like these would bring Harald back to see him, while Ida became furious at the thought of people letting Loki die despite his attitude, as she figured his belligerent nature as just a cover for how lonely he really felt inside. Ida offered Loki to come live with her in Hajruden, but both of them refused, as Loki thought Ida just wanted to use him to live luxuriously, which enraged Hajruden and Harald that Loki would insult her. But his words towards her never made Ida hate him, as she thought he was just adorable. Loki stated that he hates Elbaf and the people because of how weak they are, and he only wishes to set sail with Rox and live freely, thinking it would be a win win for both sides. Sadly, no matter how many times Loki asked Rox to let him join, when he visited Harald to recruit him, Loki was always rejected. On Hachinosu, after Rox conquered it, several powerful pirates started flocking to the island, one of them being a mobster and hitman named Kyo, who was known as Shiki's rival and would eventually become known as Silver Axe. By that point, several other formidable people had joined the Rocks Pirates, including Charlotte Linlin, Strausen, sorry, Kaido, John. Um, we got the catfish fishman named Barbell, Rocks. So Rocks told his crew that his plan to become king of the world first involves two devil fruits he needs to acquire, one of which is an Elbath, and which he wants Harold to eat in order for its power to truly show. So John says that the second thing Rox wants is the Galila, with Linlin saying she has not heard anything about a frozen group of giants from her massive information network. Now, Newgate figured even if they are found, they are probably all dead now. And Barbo adds that if by some chance they come back to life, they might have no reason to listen to Rox. But Rox says that is exactly why he needs Harald to join his crew. Kaido suggests Rox just make Harold submit to him by force. But Rox attacks him in response, saying he would never do that to his friend. Rox tells his crew that Elbaf is the key to taking down Mary Joa, and if they do not believe him, then they can leave. But if they choose to keep following him, then he promises to take them all the way to the peak of the world. So, some chapter notes. Decades ago, the Kuja Pirates were a highly popular pirate crew considered to be the idols for their strength and beauty. Tritoma makes her first appearance in the main storyline. Shakuyaku is revealed to have been the crew's first mate and under Gloriosa before she succeeded her as captain. Also, the Roger Pirates confront the Kuja Pirates with the intention of taking down Shakuyaku. Shakuyaku easily defeats Roger and most of his crew due to them feeling infatuated with her. Both crews are confronted by Garp, who fights against Roger while the Kuja pirates sail away. Roger is revealed to be the man Gloriosa fell in love with and contracted love sickness from when she was the empress of the Kuja tribe. Also at Elbaf, Loki had almost drowned when stowing away on a boat. Afterwards, he tells Harald, Hajruden, and Ida that he wants to leave and join Rox, though Rox would refuse all of Loki's requests. Rox pirates took over Hachinosu. Silver Axe makes his first appearance, and his real name is revealed to be Kyo. He used to be a mobster before he became a pirate. Kyo goes to Hachinosu to join the Rocks, and he's identified as the rival of Shiki. Rox discusses his plans with his crew at their base. Rox desires to look for two devil fruits, one of which he believes is at Elbaf and will be very useful if Harold uses it. Rox also plans to revive and control the Galila. Rox informs his crew that Elbaf will be important for their mission to bring down Mary Joa and promises he will bring them to the peak of the world. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next chapter review.